I
Yeah.
always seem to have a cold in like just the situations where I just don't need it. Like right now, I've got no trim, I haven't shaved. Like already as it was, I wasn't feeling great within myself, and now the list.
Man, like Sean, fam. Man's even calm. What you saying?
Yeah,
How you feeling? What the cold caught you nicely?
caught me nice, grab me like this, and it's anyway.
What? These times you woke up this morning, you said, "Yeah, it's peak."
Do you know what it was yesterday? I felt, you feel like the mucus in the back of the throat, and
Yeah, yeah.
we can work past this. A couple of hot drinks, it'll be fine. And then, what's it? Went to the gym last night, went in the sauna. I thought, patterned it, can't.
Yeah, no word.
Cool. Woke up 1:30 last night. Yeah, I'm not going nowhere. I don't know where you think I'm going, but I'm not going
No
anywhere.
word. Was it a shivering thing or not even?
It was a bit of both. It was sweating, it was shivering, it was sore
Yeah,
throat, and I've got a headache, and I don't get headaches. So for me, when I get one, it's peak. But
swear.
I'm trying my hardest to combat this paracetamol, ibuprofen,
Mm,
pretty much because I have a theory that you see these like this is not anything sexist or misogynist, but
yeah,
these females out there, they love their paracetamol, they love their ibuprofen and all that sort of stuff. You,
yeah,
me, John, we both learn in science about the immune system and that.
yeah. Word. It's true.
If you keep showing the immune system these sort of things, they get used to it. They're like, you know what? It's not even that deep. That's all the bacteria. And I was thinking, I've been it before. I've seen this guy before. I beat him last time. I beat him again. So I know the time when I actually do use paracetamol or ibuprofen, it's gonna work. I
No
know.
word. It's true. It's true. Do you know it's even actually? I was even thinking this. Obviously, there's probably a very simple answer to this, but sometimes I
Mm.
deep it. Yeah, you know, you go to the shop and you're seeing paracetamol for like 17p or something. Like, how is that effective? Like, how
How,
can this be? Like, how can this be?
how,
Whatever it is, how are you telling me that something that's 17p can
mm,
bang this headache? I'm thinking, oh, that's nuts. That's why
see,
sometimes these ones say these things can be placebos and that. You know.
yeah, no, it's difficult because sometimes like medicine, some medicines are just very like it doesn't the market and all that sort of stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because realistically, paracetamol, I'd like to think is fairly like if people need it,
Right.
prices they'll buy it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
But those things where it'll be bare cheap and you think you could charge more for this and I still buy it. Do you get
No
what I'm saying?
word. It's nuts
But
though. Some places, yeah, I don't think you can just go and cop paracetamol. Like some countries, I think you have to go to you actually have to go to the pharmacist. You know, I think so. Pretty
that's
sure. Yeah,
yeah, no,
it's not like a just anyhow Tesco
yeah,
quick 1 2, which is even
no,
nuts. I was
no.
even, on this topic, yeah, I was even chatting to A about this, yeah, in terms
Mm,
of the whole lockdown situation and the quick
mm.
vax. Did you grab the vax? You grabbed the vax.
Couple here and there.
Did you grab the V stuff?
Yeah, I did actually. I did.
What's your thoughts, bro? Like, if you could go back, would you still pattern it again?
Yeah, I think do you know what it is? It's like one of those things where like obviously hindsight, so it's a wonderful thing, isn't it? But
Right,
at the
right,
time, it was a thing where it was like we're in a pandemic. Do you get what I'm saying? So it was like everyone was getting it.
right.
Like, John, I went out of my way to get that first jab.
Sweat, sweat.
So, because I was still at uni at these times,
Right.
and obviously all the places around Guildford, they said no. We said no. We're booked up. We're booked up
Sweat.
for time. And my parents were saying to me to get it done, get it done, get it done. So I was like, cool. So I
Fair
started looking
enough.
at the closest places to me. John, the closest place was Twickenham.
Dunny tracks.
Yeah, I tried to Twickenham. My housemate was saying,
Swear. What, scudded? You scudded there?
yeah, at this point I didn't have my car at uni, so my housemate he, took me to Twickenham. I was just asking him, he said, yeah, I'll take you to Twickenham. I was like, say, let's do that at
Nah,
the time.
these uni dons, bro, just nothing to do, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Random trips for the reason, just
You might as well, yeah, you might as well. And to be fair, I'm pretty sure some of your housemates got COVID in it, so.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was a thing where they were like, yeah, no, I sent him off. He drove me there, and
Right.
yeah, quick jab, and it was rammed. Even there, it was rammed. I was like, yeah, but I still am at a point where, like now, I find it very hard to like believe we're even in a pandemic. Like
No word.
it's come and gone. Like it's as if it was never a thing.
Sean, you know it was almost 5 years ago, bro.
That's
How? How does that
great.
even make sense?
It doesn't. It doesn't because at one point we actually didn't know if we were coming out of this. Like genuinely, we didn't know.
Yeah, some people thought it was done for the rest of the world. You know,
Yeah,
some people actually thinking like, yeah, it's the end of the world, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
word,
it's
word.
done.
The way they were showing these figures on TV, I was thinking,
Said
yeah,
it's done, bro.
yeah, stay inside. Like this new like apocalypse vibes. But
That word.
yeah, nah, it was crazy. But
It's nuts. I got mine, yeah, but it was only because I was gonna go to Spain, innit? It's even nuts when I think about it now, yeah. And I was chatting to A about this. Even
mm,
even the fact that, Sean, there was a time where for us to go on an airplane or to like travel, you had to have the mask on, bro. Like I can't
yeah,
imagine doing that now. But these times it was even normal, which is
yeah,
crazy. But obviously, to go to Spain at these times, you had to have the pass. Remember when there was that list, and it was like the countries,
yeah,
and it was like
something.
the red list, the
Yeah,
orange list, or whatever, and then you had to do the test before you went, get the
mm,
thing shipped, then you had to get the proof, then you had to get one coming back, quarantine 14 days, and I was
yeah.
actually jumping through all those hoops, bro. And
Nah,
I was,
what?
I think as well because I had to get it. That was the only reason why I got it, you know. But
Mm,
I know because I know a lot of it's an interesting one. I think this has caused a lot of debate. But I think obviously you've seen some people that are talking about how they're having consequences, like they got the vaccine and it's looking peak for them.
mm.
Um, for me, I reckon if I weren't traveling, I wouldn't have got it. It's been calm in it, but I just feel like I just don't like. I feel like these vaccine things, you just don't know in it. You don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. It's difficult. Like I don't know, but like let's say for example, there's like the situation like of because it is. I mean, COVID wasn't the first time people have been against vaccines in it.
Right.
Like have been against vaccines with like themselves before, like with their children and stuff like that. But I do feel like it's a choice that everyone should make for themselves, in it. Do you get what I'm saying? Whether
Mm,
whether I think it should be a thing of whether they don't is a choice for themselves. Do you get what I'm saying?
but here's
So,
the flip. Here's the flip argument, though. Actually, no. Carry on. Carry on. I'll give the flip argument.
for example, the example I was going to give is to do with like kids and that.
Right.
They're like for those of you that don't know, there are some parents out there that won't get to give their kids certain jabs and that say it's not needed, it's not needed. But
100.
I like obviously I know situations where people have come into hospital, the kids suffering. They need the jab, they need the jab.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, 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 it doesn't need it, doesn't need it. And it's like you can quite clearly see that if they're patting the jab, whatever your reasons are, fair.
Right.
But just let's pattern this now to sort this out. Afterwards, you can have your reason to say cool, cool, cool. Because I just feel like at an
Mm,
age like your child, you don't like we've all had jabs before and probably not know the reasoning for why we've had them. Like these measles, mumps, and rubella, all these sort of things.
right.
I didn't have a choice. I just had to get a jab. Do you get what I'm saying? But I would rather have the jab, having someone made the decision for me, than not have the jab. Something come up as a consequence of it, and I've been like, "Why didn't you pat me the jab?" Do you get what I'm saying?
I
It's
hear you.
it's
I hear
difficult.
you, but there's a flip. I hear you. I can see both flips. I can flip it and then flip the flip. The
Yeah, yeah,
first flip is the challenges though. Obviously, it's a bit extreme in it, but it's now. So are we trying to say that if as long as the government says that, all right, cool, you need to put this into your body, you need to do it
yeah.
because
See,
it's and this is where it gets long and it gets techie, bro.
even by that principle in itself, what you just said, like if just because like it's just a person telling you put this in your body. What is it though? Like
That's
you
what I'm
don't.
saying, and it never leaves the body, bro. Like you don't,
Yeah,
it's not, you can't now take it out. So let's
yeah.
say these ones are, oh, to be fair, we actually messed up because it happens, bro. People say, oh, do you know what? We actually clocked that that first vaccine wasn't actually patterned.
Mm,
So yeah, that's just there's nothing you can do now. Do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
it is
obviously
what
something like this, obviously COVID thing, that was very quick when they released it. But I guess the flip argument of that is that like, and this is we even learned this in biology, innit? For
it is.
vaccines to be patterned, basically everyone needs to pattern it because
Yeah, yeah.
if they don't pattern it, and there's some people that have patterned it and some people haven't, then basically the whatever they're called, those bacteria, whatever, they get stronger in it because yeah, everyone needs to pattern it.
Because they still exist.
Yeah, they
So
still exist, and then they basically they mutate, fam. What
yeah,
they call the new strands, whatever it is, and then they
mhm,
create new ones, and they
yeah.
come back stronger. So
It's
it's
not.
even tough. It's even tough. But I think, as you said, I just don't think making it like a force that everyone needs to take it. That's a bit long, bro.
It
That's a
is.
bit techie. I don't know about that one, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. It's mad what people are willing to do when you constrain them of certain rights. Do you get what I'm saying? So
True.
obviously, these times they came and said to us, "Yeah, you're not going outside. Simple. And if you
Yeah.
do, you want to go to this place, you have a job. Do you have a job, John? I remember there was a festival I went straight after COVID,
Yeah.
and you had to have a COVID pass. So obviously, you had to say,
Simple.
don't have the pass, you're not going to the motive. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like people are willing to do anything. Like people are willing to put a liquid in their body that had no idea
No clue how it works. No clue what it is, bro.
just to go to the motive. Don't think about it. 10 years time, something starts happening. They're like, "What's happening? What's happening?" And it's do you get what I'm saying? Not saying that that is the case, but
We hope not in it. We hope not, but
you hope
it's
not. It's mad. It's mad. But I don't know. I don't know you. I was gonna say this a bit earlier, but I was gonna say, you know, when you have a cold, yeah, I
yeah.
always seem to have a cold in like just the situations where I just don't need it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like for example, like right now, I've got no trim. I haven't shaved. Like already as it was, I wasn't feeling great within myself, and now this the list. I walked into the toilet and I looked at myself in the mirror. And I looked at myself and I was like, "You're a mess." Like
Yeah, you're that up, fam.
I don't ever had a cold and had a drink in my life. Those two have never lined
Sean,
up.
and that's even so true because I was even deep in it though, because even though having a cold is never a good time, and it's like I've never had it when it's been like complete, like I've never had it when it's been a mad like trim
Yeah,
everything. Nah,
it's
never.
true.
It's always
Oh, like it's never been a case where I looked at myself in the mirror and had a cold and like, oh, you know what? Yeah, the cold is it's mine. It tops
yeah.
off, and you just feel 10 times worse. So yeah,
Nah,
no,
word. Gee, are you one of those people? I'm one of those people. When I get a cold, bro, it feels like I'm about to die, fam.
yeah, no. Right now, John, I said the body feels weak. It feels weak, but I'm gonna force myself to go to the gym purely because I'm thinking, let me just sweat out all these bad toxins
Toxins and that. Yeah.
stuff. But we'll plan it. We'll get it done. I wanted to chat to you about. I don't know if you. I don't think you might not have watched it, but you heard of Baby Reindeer.
Nah, fam. What's this? Is it a series?
Yeah. So I'll give a quick synopsis of.
Swear, new thing.
Yeah, John.
I might even have to watch that with A, fam.
Yeah, no, it's been the craze. It's been the you want to watch it? It's been the craze. So
Baby reindeer. Let me even note that down.
it's on Netflix right now,
Alright,
trending
alright.
everywhere. I'm going to
Run
you.
through.
So basically, Baby Reindeer is a true story, and to give a bit of context before I even start with anything, the main
Mm-hmm.
actor is the guy that it actually happened to. So
Swear.
yeah. So it's a British series. The main guy's the guy it actually happened to. Maybe like 10 episodes, I think, something like that. And it all starts off with this guy that works in a bar, but he tries to do comedy on the side.
Right.
So I ain't really patting into. He's working in this bar in this town, like pretty quiet town, whatever. And this lady comes into the bar, and she sits down, and then he offers her a coffee. She says, "I can't afford a coffee." Cool, can't afford a coffee now. He said, she asked her, "What are you doing that?" And she's like, "I'm a lawyer." And he's like, "Okay." And obviously now she's saying she works for like the Parliament, works for like Ed Miliband, David Cameron, all these sort of man. Shows him her phone, all these contacts and stuff, whatever. Cool. So he's a bit perplexed, but he's just like, you know what, yeah, coffee in the house sort of thing. She gets
Yeah,
scammed.
yeah.
Obviously, she's a big thing as well. She's a big thing. She's a big thing.
But
But
when you
I
say
mean,
big thing, as in
like, we're talking obese. She's
right,
just very
right, 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 right.
cool. So obviously now, he gives her coffee. She gets gassed out and starts chatting to him bears to the point where now it's like every day she's turning up. Every day he never charges her for a coffee. She'll sit there, compliment him, all this sort of stuff, blah 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 blah. And then one day, somehow she finds his email address, and now she's emailing him. Now the true story, apparently, she sent him over 41,000 emails, John. So
That
she
is nuts, by the way.
let's do 41,000
Thousand.
emails
Within a what period?
within maybe like a year period. I
These
think
times, regardless, that's even nuts, bro. Even if that's 10 years, that's nuts. How?
that's nuts. It's
Like
nuts.
that is that's actually a job. Like how do you do that? That's actually like an actual job,
It
by the
was
way.
it was day night. She'd be sat there at the bar while she's with him, and she'd message him somehow, and he wouldn't clock how she's done it or whatever. It was all left. So cool. Now these times she found it on his comedy website. She turns to his comedy show and that, and because the thing is, yeah, no one rates him in it. No one rates him at all because of his comedy thing and everything like that. So
Hmm.
he kind of is weird, but he kind of like likes the attention he's getting because no one else gives it to him. He doesn't find her attractive or anything like
Right, right, right.
that. And he's playing a dangerous game. You know them dangerous games you play where like he's giving her 1, 2 compliments back just to gas her up a bit, but he doesn't realise this one. there's a screw loose.
Loose. Not all
So,
of the screws are screwed properly, fam.
long story short, I won't go into it too much for the people that want to.
Don't do the spoiler though, fam.
I won't spoil it, but
That's it. That's it.
he's made this series and that.
Right.
And John, it's I question whether he thought this was going to blow up as big as it did, because obviously now it's blown up, like up,
Swear.
to the point where now he's saying things about certain people, even when he's trying to get into his acting career, people associated with like the BBC and that will move him mad. Like it's madness has happened to him from a guy in the BBC. And obviously now people are trying to like link up, who was the guy that he's talking about, linking up the times and all that. And even then,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And they managed to find her, the actual woman. So it's long because basically she was a lawyer and she basically got struck off basically because she was stalking another person who got sentenced to like 4 years in prison and all this sort of stuff. So man like Piers Morgan now, obviously they found her.
Oh.
You, you,
Was
you,
that
you,
the clip when there was that lady and she was like, I've seen people making a clip when she was like,
yeah,
oh no, this was actually a forced. I was actually forced into
yeah,
the yeah. I saw because I saw, you know, I just saw on LinkedIn, yeah, people
mm,
making a clip. It was like, oh, I don't know if you'd understand it, but it's basically like when them
and,
people, yeah, like a sales call. When people hop on a
yeah,
sales call, it's like, oh, it looks like you spoke to my colleague Sean,
yeah,
and then the person's like, well, I actually was actually forced
yeah,
to,
but
yeah, I hear you.
But Piers Morgan, he found her now. He's found her, and he's
Right,
basically done an interview with her, and she's
right,
on everything. She's denying all sorts, and it's kind of clear as she goes on that she's chatting worse because, like, it's Pete because she's not actually mentally stable. Do you know what I'm saying? But
right.
it makes me think about like the world we live in now. Yeah, like, I mean, if I look at maybe like let's say Netflix. Netflix is very influential. You know, it's actually crazy.
Right. No, for
Remember
sure.
there was that whole who's that serial killer in America?
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. No, there was another guy. The one who used to eat his victims and that.
Rod, you know what?
Jeffrey Dahmer. Do you remember?
Yeah. Do you know what, Sean? Did you watch that, by the way?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
watched like I started the first episode. I said, yeah, I'm done. Like I'm done.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
say I'm done. It's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Man like Jeff. Yeah. So obviously, he. This is a story which has been is set years and years ago. Do you get what I'm saying? That's been a history for time. But
Mm,
Netflix is serious about it, and all of a sudden, brother is the most relevant person,
true,
not but alive, but in the world. Do you get what I'm saying?
true.
Then obviously, did you hear about Saltburn?
Nah,
Saltburn was like another show, basically. Like it's not real, but it's just a tapped film. Like just madness is happening there. It's just like it kind of seems a bit like it's a bit forced, but then this one topped it off for me. Where I thought, you know what, yeah, the world we live in, you have to do the most outrageous stuff now to get just a little bit of clout. Like,
100%.
these things are like it's uncomfortable to sit there and actually watch, but it's what captivates the people in it. And I was thinking, obviously, when this guy obviously told his story to Netflix and that he wrote the play and all that, did he? I wonder if he actually thought, you know what, yeah, this is gonna blow up because the things you're saying in this are crazy. But then again, that's real life. Though real life is probably more crazy than people think, but we just
That's what I'm
don't.
saying. Yeah.
So
That's even nuts though, by the way. I'm even gonna watch this. I feel like I even just messaged A and I think she might have said that we need to watch it, but I just wasn't really
yeah,
there was
yeah,
we weren't really paying. But nah, that's even I'm gonna watch it. Do you know what's even nuts though? What you're saying about this clout thing. It's so true. I was I don't know if you saw this, yeah. There was this one guy, there was this one couple whereby they wanted to blow on YouTube in it. And they were
mm,
doing like pranks and stuff. So
mm,
this guy, they were young in it. I can't remember how old, maybe like young 20s or teens at this time. This
mm,
was like this was in America a couple of years back, and obviously this don wanted to do like a big boy stunt to get the followers in, bro.
yeah,
So obviously he came up with this idea that basically he was gonna get his girlfriend to shoot him with like you know, a Desert Eagle pistol, fam.
yeah. Oh,
But he was gonna,
I seen
but then he was gonna,
it's Call of Duty. That's the Eagle,
sure that Desert Eagle, fam, was like a sniper, bro. It's the
bro.
sniper, bro.
I'm pretty sure they're wedge as well.
They're showing their wedge, bro. Their
No,
wedge. So then he said that he's just gonna put a book to kind of guard himself in it, like a book, and and obviously he tested it out bare times. It was banging in it. Obviously supposedly the book was holding it in it. So obviously she was like, nah, she doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to do it. Obviously he was saying, no, patent it. We're gonna get the views, bro. We're gonna get the views. This is how we're gonna make the bread in it. So obviously
Mm,
eventually she said yes in it.
mm,
Obviously they've recorded the thing now. She's now going to shoot Don. Do you know what happened, Don? Do you know
yeah,
what happened, Sean?
straight
The
through.
guy died. The guy died, fam.
Died. Quick one. Quick one. Well, she's been done for the manslaughter now, innit?
See, I don't even know. I think she did, but she didn't. I think she did for a little bit, but she's off because I think maybe she could evidence. I don't know. I don't. It's a weird.
It
It's a weird one.
really wasn't her fault. I mean, it was.
Yeah, it depends on the lawyer she had in it. If you have a cold lawyer, you can probably patent that one.
Yeah, well, quickly getting out of that one. But see,
But
that is crazy, John. Like, people are willing, because now people are seeing that you can make money anyway, anyhow,
mm,
they're willing
word.
to do anything, like, possible to make it happen. Which, like, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it's so by force. Because I was
Mm,
even, like, for example, this Sam Sulek guy,
yep.
he is clear. We spoke about him before briefly, but he's evidence of the fact that because society has gone so far left that just
Right.
being normal is actually
Nah,
like
word. It's
how
just not. Yeah, word.
saying he doesn't do all these mad transitions, mad stunts, mad anything like bodybuilders take all these. Like, I mean, obviously he does take it whatever he takes. But when you look at him, I literally watched a video before we came on this, and it's the most simple, basic setup. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Nothing
no, simple. Yeah.
at all. I'd like to make a theory, like a genuine theory, that I could start a channel today, John,
Mm,
doing the absolute like mundane activities of a day to day. And if I recorded it every day consistently, I guarantee you eventually it'll start getting better views. Because
mm.
people are going so far left now
True.
that what was like seen as extraordinary, it's kind of now being normal. It's a quote from man like The Incredibles. If you watch The Incredibles, John.
Of course, so.
So the bad guy in there, he says a line, and it's a bar. He was like, because he obviously is not a superhero, is it?
This is the first one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, like hang on. Let me get his name. That something boy. What's his name?
I know
Mate.
his name.
Incredible, you know? Incredible. No, no, no.
No. So he's the bad guy. So he's one with like the ginger hair, spiked up thing. He,
Yeah. But he was because remember he was Mr. Incredible's top fan when he was a
yeah,
kid in
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and then
I can't
what
remember.
was his name? Yeah. Anyways, carry on, carry on, carry on. We'll
But
find we'll
yeah,
find out after.
obviously, yeah. So now he's trying to make everyone into a superhero, and he
Right.
literally, when everyone's super, no one will be. Do you get what I'm
Simple.
saying?
No, no. It's even yeah. Word.
Now, because it was cool the first couple of times when a couple of people like Mr. Beast were doing madnesses and all this sort of stuff, and now everyone's doing it. It's not
Word.
special. It's not special.
No, it's even so true. It's even
Like,
so true.
like sometimes now when I see certain things like that, I just get vexed and I just turn it off. Like if I see someone doing something stupid, like climbing, I don't know, top of a building without a harness, I'm just like, do you know what one vexes me more than anyone that I've ever seen in my life? It's the people that do this
That
like
that parkour rubbish.
no, not even that. It's the people that climb underneath these like mountains and these tunnels and that and get stuck. Have you seen them?
No.
In this on this planet we call Earth that happily climb in caves in like
And then get stuck.
the smallest holes, John, you've ever seen in your life. Just about can get in and then get stuck and can't get out. And like they're breathing, and it's like if they breathe too heavy, they'll break a couple ribs. Oh, John, yeah, those ones there, I just think, what?
Oh, Sean, that is so done out.
It's done out. But people, and they're like, it's the rush, it's the rush. What do you mean the rush? The rush. Oh,
That is nuts, by the way.
wake you up and get you gassed. If it does, even if it does, I don't need to be seeing that. I just don't. Like, it brings nothing to my life to see that. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's because the problem is, yeah, obviously the way the world is now, the currency is attention, bro. Do you know
Mm.
what I'm saying? And that's how you get attention. So
And
it's
to be
even
fair,
nuts.
like, for example, people like that will ever become famous is when they die. The guys that crawl out of that tunnel alive, I don't hear about them. They don't post it.
Mm,
It's not post-worthy. I don't see them. The people are the ones that get stuck. They die. They become relevant. But now what? If you died, for
it's
example,
even nuts.
know this story because of the fact that the guy died. That made it 100 times more relevant than if he
Hundred
survived.
percent.
100%.
100%.
So it's like you're dying in vain. Like as long as you're willing to sacrifice yourself for the betterment of someone else, earning the bread from your loss, fair enough. But really and truly, people don't care until it's like you've either in grave danger or you passed away. That's what makes it relevant, which is peak.
Hmm. It's not
Yeah,
even worth it, to be honest. It's not even worth it, bro.
nah, juice ain't worth the squeeze. Simple,
It's not
simple.
even. It's not even. But on that topic though, real quick before we close up though, and the reason I'll ask you this because I was chatting to A about this as well, innit? In
Mm,
terms of those thrills, yeah. So like stuff like jumping out of a plane or whatever it is, yeah. Are
yeah,
you? What's your thoughts on that? Is it something that you're like, yeah, I want to pattern that, or jumping out of the plane, or the mad bungee jumps and that, bro?
you can never catch me doing bungee jumping. None of that, because the difference is with like skydiving. At least I'm putting my faith in the trust of another human being, whereas that cord, no one can decide.
Can snap. Yeah, it can snap.
They tell you today is the day I'm gonna snap. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, that one ain't gonna tell you nothing. But even the skydiving one, you never know who you could get as your guide. You know,
And you never know, the parachute can just decide this today's the day that I'm gonna get tangled, bro. But
yeah,
today, I've just decided, he said, I woke up today, I decided today I'm gonna tangle myself, bro.
yeah. Nah, do you get what I'm saying? It's one of those things where I don't have. If I'm being completely honest, there's not many things like adrenaline rush that I'm thinking. You know what? I really want to do this because 9 times out of 10, I'm the type of person that even if I was to survive that situation, I'd be like, that could have gone really wrong. Do you know when something happened? Sometimes we all have like near misses.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
me when I have a near miss, I always think that could have been long. Like that could have been genuinely long. I
Nah,
won't
I
be,
hear it.
I won't even be gassed about it. That's the thing. I'll be more thinking of it could have gone very peak. Like it could have. I don't. Nah. There's nothing for me really that I can think of that I'm like, yeah. I'm happy with my 2 feet on the ground. Simple. Walk to work. I'm calm. Do you get what
I
I'm
even
saying?
hear it. I reckon I'll pattern the skydive
What
thing.
about you though?
No, I'm not one of the people that are like. It's not something I'm like, raw. I really want to pattern it, but I reckon I will pattern the skydive thing once.
Mm.
Supposedly, when you do it, it's actually cold.
Oh,
Apparently, when you do it,
it,
it's safe. But I feel like for me, I won't enjoy it till I'm back on the ground. I think
yes.
the memory, because the
Yeah.
thing is, the problem is, yeah, until the parachute is, I think, no, do you know what? I think once the parachute's open, I'll enjoy it.
John,
Do you get
until
it?
I'm meters from the ground, then I'm happy. I'm calm. Even
No,
stretching,
even then, no word,
I'll break an ankle. I'll still be vexed. I'll be like, why?
no
But
word. But
it's
man like A, yeah, she loves that idea, bro. That she's
well,
on that, bro. Yeah, she's on
skydiving.
that. All of
I
it,
feel like
all of that, bro. Everything and above.
yeah, I could never spend my own bread to do that. Someone would have to get it for me. Like it'd have to be a gift, and then even then I'd wait a couple of years to use it, and then like, okay, cool.
Apparently, Dubai's the spot to do that as well, bro. Apparently,
What's yeah, nah, it's
yeah, bare people do it there.
active out there. Because even when I
Yeah,
went done the hoverboarding and the water thing, and I mean, obviously, way less dangerous than skydiving, but
yeah,
like, you were a good distance from the water. And there was times where, like, even where you like spill over and you go straight into the water, and you're
yeah.
hurting that. I'm like, is this even worth it? Like,
Did you pattern it or no?
yeah, I did. I managed to pattern it. It
What was it saying?
I went, I was like this.
Nah, wait. It would have felt cold. When you get it, it would be cold for a couple of seconds in
Like,
it, and then you fall.
it's cold. It's cold. I feel like there's some experiences that do just need to happen. Like for example, like jet skiing. I never done jet skiing before. I went last time, and I was cold. But in theory, it's very dangerous. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot could go
I
wrong.
swear, with jet skiing.
Yeah, because I remember there was a couple that thought they were the guys, and they were like spinning around and that, and then they were saying the guide was like, "Bro, come over here, man," because there was like the shore was maybe like, it wasn't even close. It was maybe like 150 meters, maybe.
Right.
But oh yeah, I was getting kind of thinking like, why is he stressed? The current can take you, and it is long. You will lose control
Mm.
of that jet ski so quickly. Then by that point, it's too late, and then you're done out. You're done out. Because very much these things are going at like I think it's like 50 miles per hour.
Right.
The rocks, yeah, it's long. It's
It's
long.
done.
So,
Yeah, it's done.
so yeah, I feel like with everything, there's always like a element of danger, but you just some things are just more worth it to people more than others.
I even hear it. Do you ever get? You see when you get an airplanes? Do you ever think about that stuff?
I like to think not to think of that. As much as obviously it does happen, but
Yeah.
I think I saw this thing of like with planes, yeah, like you don't actually deep like if you were to see all the planes flying above us right now, John, the fact that there's no like
Crashes.
it's everything is like to the
T.
last decimal place. Do you get what I'm saying? With all the angles and that, because I think it's like the control centers. There'll be lines everywhere, 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 everywhere. Because I think someone was comparing it to cars and saying, "How is that going to be a pattern?" And it was like self-driving cars and that. But self-driving cars, they're the type of thing where the only the way they would work is if everyone had a self-driving car,
Right.
because cars do drive perfectly, but they don't account for idiots that are on the road that don't drive perfectly. Do you
Right.
get
Right. 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 Right.
what happen? And when the accident happens, they blame the car, but it's not the car. The car just couldn't factor in that there's an idiot who's going to make a left turn without indicating. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So with planes, because a lot of planes now are a situation where once the pilots are in the air, they kind of it's just the autopilot thing.
Yeah. Word.
It's the pattern where they can all. So I like to think it's the chances of that happening are very very slim. So
It's true.
think about it. But I feel like planes for me are the same as like a cinema. Once I'm locked in, I don't really think about the fact I'm in the air. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear it. I hear it. I think for me, I don't get shook, but I consider. I think about it, and I'm just like, what? For
Yeah,
me, it's just more. It's just like a what? We're
it
here
is.
now, innit? We're here now. We're here now.
We're here now.
We're here now. I remember there was one time though. To be fair, I've had opposite ends. There was one time, Sean, I was going to Ireland and I had the smoothest pilot I've ever had in my whole life, bro.
So
Don't he,
you
yeah, you know,
figure out.
the guy, yeah. When he said that, oh, get prepared for takeoff. He wasn't even on there. He wasn't even on the runway yet. And he said, Capricorn, just get ready for takeoff. And then
Yeah,
he did. You know when he turned, let's say this is the runway, yeah. He turned and he did it straight one motion, zoom, and then went off. He wasn't even like, yeah. Then he did it straight, yeah. And then
yeah.
one more. When he said get ready to land it, he said get ready to land one more in the clouds, bro.
Swear.
Just get ready to land. And then he
See,
lined from the clouds. He didn't move. He just went
yeah, nah. Because usually
straight.
stop start team. They get on the runway,
Yeah,
stop, break, get themselves ready. Right, cool. It will going off. He was.
like this guy was a vet from vet. Like it was so casual. It was so smooth. It was the smoothest landing attack I've ever had. But then I remember there was another time ago, where there was just mad wind, and it was even looking like there was one time I was thinking, are you actually sorry? Are we going to be landing now? Like, are we going to like the way? I said, sorry, are we going to be landing like now? Now these times the brains are all moving and that, but these times.
We
These
went past.
pilots, they're actually cold. I actually have to rate them. They know what they're doing, innit?
Oh,
They're
100%. They know
cold, bro. So,
what they're doing. Give them the credit where it's due.
what you have to give credit where it's due.
Nah, but yeah, nah. 100%. I was gonna say we need to actually, you know what? Yeah, we know. I've seen the numbers. People have been watching. Currently, we haven't been that too consistent lately, but we're back on it now.
What?
You know, sometimes if you don't ask, you don't get. So I'm gonna ask you, yeah, if you're watching, because of the numbers, I'm seeing a few of you are watching now quite
Well,
frequently.
some people are.
They're
Some people are actually consistently. I'm seeing them.
up to date, and I rate it. So
Word.
help a friend, help a friend. Give a quick like, give a quick follow, give a quick not follow, subscribe in it. So pattern the subscribe thing, and obviously comment as well. The day we get a comment, John, ask me a
Word. We
question,
want to see one comment. Yeah, we want to see one comment.
and I'll waffle for a good 30 minutes. So yeah, we'll pattern it. But yeah, send them all.
Man, I go, fam. I'll shout you, fam.
Shout in a bit. Catch you in a
In a
bit.
bit, bro. In a bit.
In a bit.